Hello. Today we will discuss how to get 79 plus in PTE Writing. Many students, of course, most students dream of getting a score of 79 plus in PTE, but are shocked to see low scores after the test. Today we'll explore one area of language expertise that has a great impact on the scores, at least in PTE Writing. That's what our topic is today. If you, for example, this is a test taken recently by one of our students, and you can see he got 86 in writing. That's a very good score. Overall score is still 90. Another student got 80 or 90 in writing. So how to do it? Let's see. First of all, as you must already know by now, that in case of PTE there are overlapping testing of skills in various item types. This means that when a student is doing an item in speaking section, for example, he or she is also tested for other skills such as reading. See where this happens. For example, in summarized written text. So wherever you are writing, of course your writing is judged. So it's not just these two, which is of course you have to write all the way through. But in speaking and listening also, there are three sections. The summarized spoken, in which you listen to something and then you summarize it in your own words, and you have to write. And then fill in the blanks. Again, you have to type in the answers. Or write from dictation. Again, you have to listen and you have to write. So the skill we are going to discuss today is one of the enabling skills that we call it, enabling skills. These are the skills that result in the final scores which you get. So one of the enabling skill today we are going to discuss is the spelling. It's a very important skill, and it's very easy to make spelling mistakes in a test when you are competing with time in a tense environment where there are chances of being disturbed by other test takers also. There's the testing environment is not conducive to getting very good scores. Now if we just analyze how many minor mistakes we might be making in the test, let's see. For example, in summarized written text, although you just have to write one sentence, but it's common for an average student to make about 4 to 6 minor errors. And in essay, of course, you might be writing 2 essays or even 1 essay. You might be making 8 to 10 mistakes here. Coming to summarized spoken text, it's lengthy assignment. Again, you can make maybe 8 to 10 mistakes here. Fill in the blanks. Let's take 2 mistakes, minor mistakes, and write it from dictation. That's not an easy thing. 4 to 5 mistakes. So if you add up all these, you'll see that the mistakes here can be anything from 26 to 33. Of course, this is enough to bring your overall scores down. Now we'll explore what are the reasons. What are the reasons for making these type of mistakes? The first most important reason is your own native language. That's stopping you from using the right letters. Many languages which are very close to your own English language in terms of script, so they have their own spellings, and of course it's hard for the brain to switch to a new language. For example, if we see the English word presentation, there are similar words in German, Italian, Croatian, Dutch, and so on. Now come to the next thing, typos. It's not uncommon for us to make typing errors, especially when aided by spell checks. whatever we are doing, there are spell checks. So even if you make a mistake, the spell check corrects it. So because of this, of course, that's where we make mistakes. See, it's just a fun thing, even original. Then there are other reasons. For example, not having studied spelling mistake rules in the first place. If you haven't studied spelling rules, of course, it's likely that you will be making mistakes. For example, where to use EI and where to use IE. That's a very common problem. Receive and science and efficient. Then cellular and compiler. If you look at this, there's an AR and ER. Even a minor mistake like this will be counted as a mistake, because we are typing the answers. Here, see, affection, decision, suspicion, mission. Although they sound very similar to each other, but they are spelled differently. That's a problem. And there are, of course, dozens others. Then a very common problem when we are coming from some other language, the wrong pronunciation. If you are not pronouncing it properly, how will you spell it properly? You might come across people who will say something like this, development. So of course that's what they will be writing. They will not be writing development, because they are not pronouncing it properly in the first place. Or horrible. So it's not horrible, it's horrible. Or television. So it's television. Or corrupt. So it's corrupt. And of course there are dozens, and it's fun to notice what people say. So now what next? See, of course, the best thing is to get the services of somebody who can understand, who can see, who can judge what the problem is, and then who can devise a method for you to overcome your deficiencies. Get the services of a coach, a mentor. You can visit our website or call us, and then we can also help you. Thank you.